had one of those insomniac nights. Come every so often, don't get to sleep the whole night through, and suddenly you're wide awake, 2 o'clock in the morning. What do? Well, I am in the habit of turning on television, and if you're ever up at that time, so much of television at that hour are the televangelists. So last night I'm watching this fella. I've seen him before. I don't have much patience with him. He's the miracle spring water guy. He's the one who makes extravagant claims of health and wealth if you'll send him a check and if you'll just drink his miracle spring water. And I just feel my skin crawl when I listen to this guy. I just see him as the snake oil salesman, the charlatan, the false teacher that the Scripture warns us about. And then the presentation shifted to the people that he's ministering to. And I felt something happen in my heart. These were honest people, good people, people struggling with real issues in their lives, and who were desperate, just clinging, reaching out, trying to grab hold of anything that could help them in their situations. Bad health, bad finances, bad relationships, bad lives, and just desperate for a touch from God. And as I processed the difference between this man that I think is doing terrible things and the people who are so honest and so sincere in their desire, I tried to figure it out. It was driving to work this morning that it finally clicked that maybe what's going on here is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maybe there's a corresponding spiritual hierarchy of needs, that we move from core needs, health and food and shelter, to the more actualized needs. And when I got to the office, I began to chase that down on the internet and found wonderful resources where theologians have compared Maslow's hierarchy of needs with the Lord's Prayer. The 7 petitions of the Lord's Prayer, how they match up with what Maslow said are these layers of need that we have. All of which is to say today that in our lives we are going to have both moments of desperation when our cries to the Lord are going to be very visceral. They're going to be very much at the core of our being. There are going to be other days when we're going to be more philosophical, more theological. There are going to be days when we will ponder the other things. But holding together in our spiritual lives both the hot praying of passionate need and the cooler praying of contemplative prayer, the pondering of big truths, somehow they have to hold together in our spiritual life. Maybe, just maybe, that's why Jesus gave us the Lord's Prayer, as a way of holding together all of the needs that we have in the gracious heart